It has been an extraordinary 12 months in the hospitality industry with the coronavirus pandemic. We've had to work hard to adapt, launching deliveries and meal kits, and I'm glad to say we've managed to retain everyone's jobs in the business. I'm also really happy that we've kept our meal for a meal work going with the charities Magic Breakfast and Akshay Patra to feed children both in the UK and in India. I'm also delighted to say we've just managed to reach the milestone of having donated 10 million meals to children who might otherwise go hungry. Meal for a Meal goes back to 2015. A few of us were sitting around a table that was full of food, as you can imagine happens at Dishim, and we were discussing what Ramadan is. And part of the point of Ramadan is to understand what it is to have little, to deprive yourself, and also to do good, to do charity. We all came up with the idea of feeding children during Ramadan. So for every meal that year in 2015 that we served in the restaurants, we then fed two children, actually, one with Magic Breakfast in the UK and one with Akshay Patra in India. And for the whole of Ramadan, for the holy month, we did that. And then later on that year at Diwali, we made that permanent. One of the charities that Dishim has been helping is Akshay Patra Foundation in India. I wanted to catch up with Bhavani Shekhawat, who runs the UK arm of the charity and whose determination to transform the lives of children through education is fantastic. Hey Bhavani, how are you? It's nice to see you.
Hi Shamil, lovely to see you too.
So I guess we've reached this 10 million meal milestone. I'm really just so delighted to be here. Can you tell me a little bit about the impact that our work together has had?
It's beyond marvelous. When we started this together a few years ago, I didn't think we'd reach here this quickly, this fast. The purpose of Akshay Patra is not to serve a lot of children with a lot of meals, but to make sure that we eliminate social inequity in one generation. The cycle of goodness, or the domino of goodness that this one meal sets in motion, is something that makes me very, very proud.
It's an enormously impressive work that you all are doing. You've also talked about the impact on girls particularly.
We are still in India very much in the throes of patriarchy. So if someone has two children and one of them is a male child, there's a good chance that the girl will stay at home and the boy will go to school. It's heartbreaking that so many girls miss out. But if both of them are getting a meal in the classroom, there's a good chance that the girl child will be sent to school.
And it's transformational, isn't it? I mean, even something as simple as a meal for a girl can make a complete difference to that girl's life.
Oh, definitely, definitely. Every girl educated uplifts about 15 other people from a cycle of poverty.
We're just delighted and glad to have you as our partner and to be able to help in the way that we do.
I'm really, really grateful and very, very proud that we are joined up at a purpose level.
In a way, this is about every member of the Dishim team coming together and doing something great, and we all just love that we're a part of this.
It's really important that everybody goes to school with a full tummy. It allows them to focus, get the education they need, and really learn with their peers.
Past 5 years, it's been important every single day, but it's even more important now during the COVID pandemic when people are really struggling.
I really enjoy knowing that all the work I do is helping young people.
Seva, which we call in Dishim, is more of you give something but don't expect in return. So it's just like doing with the sake of just doing it, which your heart says. It comes from your heart. So that's what it is.
The charity here in the UK that we support with Meal for a Meal is Magic Breakfast. I wanted to catch up with its inspiring founder, Carmel McConnell, who has done an enormous amount of work to help with childhood hunger. I wanted to find out why kids were going hungry here in the UK.
First of all, congratulations. I mean, that was, to set that big goal and to hit that big goal. This 10 million represents so many children that would have missed a morning of learning that you have supported in their education. So thank you so much.
Perhaps I might ask, why are kids in this day and age in the UK still going hungry?
Poverty as the main reason. The fact that families are not earning enough to put food on the table, even if they're working.
In these circumstances of hunger, what's the impact on a child's ability to learn in the classroom?
It's got so many benefits, not only the kind of great knowledge that you're valuing and looking after that child, but for their education. It's so important. It has been a partnership of love, and I think the core that you've brought to this idea that beautiful food, the food that we all enjoy eating, can be a way to bring people together. That has absolutely come true for these children. And we know the Magic Breakfast model works, and we know it's not expensive. So it's just really a case of putting our will on it, to upscale and expand with love so that every child gets that nutrition.
We're delighted to be celebrating this milestone of 10 million meals. But what's really clear is that childhood hunger is a persistent and significant problem. We're really looking forward to continuing our work with both Magic Breakfast and Akshay Patra. And honestly, it's a privilege working with both of those charities. The work they do is absolutely fantastic.